Town Road. You could hear the horn call. Oxford taxi waiting.
Hello Learning Journey subscribers, welcome. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. The creation of this form of content takes time to research and create. So let us get started on our topic, the Unforgettable Ride, Chronicle of the Morris Oxford in Jamaica. What if I told you that one car, yes, one car, once carried the hopes, the struggles, and even the spirit of Jamaica, not a luxury car, not a sports car, but the Morris Oxford for generations. Its rounded edges and steady engine were more than a mechanical presence. They were memory on wheels. The Oxford was the backdrop of family journeys, the backbone of small businesses, and the heartbeat of Kingston streets. So tonight I invite you to take a ride, not just through the story of a car, but through the story of a nation. The Morris Oxford begins not in the Caribbean, but in Oxford, England. In 1912, William Richard Morris, later known as Lord Nuffield, had a vision. Cars should not be exclusive toys for the wealthy. They should be accessible to everyday people. His first model, with its distinctive round bullnose radiator, rolled onto the streets in 1913. It was simple, modest, and practical. But here's the twist. Morris didn't build everything himself. He bought parts from other manufacturers and assembled them. Efficiency was his genius, and it worked. By the 1930s, Morris Motors had overtaken rivals, even Ford, becoming the UK's largest car maker. And when World War II ended, a new wave of cars appeared. Among them was the Series M.O. Morris Oxford, designed by Alec Isigonis, the same man who would later create the legendary Mini. This Oxford was sturdier, roomier, and forward-looking. By the late 1950s, the Series Five, with its clean lines and solid build, rolled off ships and onto Jamaican soil. Now let's pause. Think about it. How does a car born in the foggy streets of Oxford, England, become so deeply tied to the sunlit, bustling roads of Jamaica? In Jamaica, the Morris Oxford quickly became the people's car. If you lived in Kingston in the 1960s, chances are your taxi was a Morris Oxford. Its strong frame could handle potholes, hills, and endless journeys. Its trunk carried produce, luggage, and sometimes even goats. But beyond its mechanics, it carried something more powerful, people's lives. One man recalls being squeezed into the back of a Morris Oxford as a boy. The family wasn't his by blood, but they made room. In that cramped space, he discovered belonging. That back seat was more than transportation. It was love on four wheels. And isn't that Jamaica? To squeeze in, to say, come ride with us, your family now. Mechanics along Spanish Town Road became masters at keeping these cars alive. The Oxford wasn't luxury. It was survival. It was how taximen earned their bread, how children reached school, how families visited relatives in deep rural parishes. Think for a moment. What object in your own life has carried not just weight, but meaning? Something ordinary that became extraordinary because of the stories attached to it? But, like every story, this one has struggled. By the 1970s, Jamaica was navigating independence, and with independence came growing pains, economic struggles, political turbulence, and social change. The Morris Oxford, once king of the road, started to fade. Parts became scarce. Engines failed. Mechanics worked miracles, but miracles couldn't last forever. Then something new arrived. Used Japanese imports. Reliable, affordable, efficient. Cars like the Toyota Corolla and Nissan Sunny began to dominate. This was more than a shift in transportation. It was symbolic. Jamaica was moving away from Britain's shadow and looking east to Japan for answers. Think about it. When we let go of one symbol, do we lose part of ourselves? Or do we evolve into something new? For many, the Morris Oxford was nostalgia, but for others, survival demanded practicality. And so, gradually, the Oxford disappeared from the roads, yet its absence didn't erase its presence in memory. Today, the Morris Oxford is rare, but not forgotten. In 1989, a group of enthusiasts founded the Jamaica Classic Car Club. Their mission? To preserve, protect, and promote Jamaica's rich automotive history. And here's where history takes an ironic twist. Remember those interchangeable parts? Remember how the Oxford shared its design with other cars? In India, a car called the Hindustan Ambassador, based on the Morris Oxford Series 3, was built from 1957 all the way to 2014. That's over 50 years of production. So today, when a Jamaican wants to restore a Morris Oxford, many of the parts come not from Britain, but from India. Isn't that incredible? A British car preserved in Jamaica thanks to India. 3 nations, 1 story, bound together by a machine that refuses to die. And so the Oxford lives on, not just in garages and shows, but in memory, in culture, and in pride. The Morris Oxford's journey in Jamaica is more than the story of a car. It is the story of a people. It reminds us that heritage is not only found in monuments or in textbooks. Sometimes it's found in the back seat of a taxi, in the grease-stained hands of a mechanic, or in the laughter of a family squeezed too tightly into a ride. So I leave you with 3 reflections. Heritage lives in the everyday. What ordinary thing in your life might one day become extraordinary memory? Progress is both gain and loss. When we trade the old for the new, what traditions must we hold on to? Connection transcends machines. The Morris Oxford wasn't just a car. It was community on wheels. What carries your story today? The Morris Oxford may no longer rule Jamaica's roads, but in our stories, our photographs, and our memories, it continues to ride. A true, unforgettable journey.
Down Spanish Town Road, you could hear the horn call. Oxford taxi waiting, room enough for all. From Kingston to the country, through rain or blazing sun, that Morris kept on rolling, carrying everyone. Take a ride in the Oxford, memory on wheels. Stories of a people, love the driver feels. From the backseat laughter to the market song, the Oxford keeps on rolling, its spirit living strong. Families squeezing tighter, no one left behind. Cramped backseat of belonging. Love is what you find. Mechanics kept it breathing, hand stained with the years. The Oxford was our witness to joy and even tears. And take a ride in the Oxford, memory on wheels. Stories of a people, love the driver feels. From the backseat laughter to the market Oxford keeps on rolling, its spirit living strong. From Britain to Jamaica, then India too, the parts kept on moving like the dreams we pursue. Though Toyotas replaced it, one truth remains clear: the Oxford shaped our journey. It still rides here. Take a ride in the Oxford, memory on wheels. Stories of a people, love the driver feels. From the backseat laughter to the market song, the Oxford keeps on rolling, its spirit living strong. Ride in the Oxford, feel the heartbeat inside. The soul of Jamaica, forever in that ride. From the backseat laughter to the market song, the Oxford keeps on rolling, its spirit living strong. Ride in the Oxford, feel the heartbeat inside.